Hey everyone, Drew from Monkey's Tropicals Adventures here to do another fragrance review on
what smells good to me.
So what are we going to talk about? So first, full disclosure, the fragrance I'm going to talk about was sent to me by the House of Alexandria Fragrances. However, I am going to give you an honest review. So with that being said, let's do this. So like I said, Alexandria Fragrances sent me this fragrance. Thank you very much, Alexandria Fragrances. I've been a big fan of Alexandria for a lot of different reasons. I do quite enjoy their inspired creations because they make them for the budget-friendly fragrance lover, and they do a great job. They've done a great job in basically turning some fragrances that maybe might not last as long and maybe amp up certain elements of them, and they basically make them a better fragrance in my opinion. So the one we're going to talk about today is Peace of Mind. So Peace of Mind is inspired by Bond No. 9's 2013 release, Scent of Peace. So what do I get from this fragrance? There's a lot going on with this fragrance. I really enjoy it. I enjoy Scent of Peace. I've only had decants of it, but I enjoyed it. It was a really good fragrance. And I think that Alexandria does a great job capturing the DNA and essence and really making a nice inspired creation of this Bond fragrance. There's a couple different things that I notice about this fragrance that might be reminiscent of some other fragrances that are quite popular in the fragrance community. So what are those? So it has been compared, but I don't see it as a clone or identical by any means of Aventus. And I think that's because of the pineapple, bergamot, juniper current vibe. But it doesn't have the birch in there, so you don't get that smoky Aventus that has been kind of like towards the end of the Aventus releases. Also, you kind of get some of this, some Sauvage in there, in my opinion, and you kind of get some of that in there. And the other one that when I was testing this out, I was like, man, this kind of reminds me of the OG, the original vetiver by Creed. And I think that is the vetiver, obviously, but you get some nice soapy green notes. And so what's going on in this? So the Scent of Peace lists their notes as bergamot, pineapple, juniper berry, black currant, cedarwood, vetiver, patchouli, amber, and musk. Oh, and moss. So what do I get from this fragrance when I spray it? So when I spray it, look at that nice spray. Okay, right away, I get this like real bright, fruity vibe. The pineapple, I think that's where people might kind of compare it to Aventus, is you do get some of that really bright pineapple, that fruity vibe. The bergamot, the juniper berry, the black currant is definitely in there. And then as the mid dry down, I really got a lot of that vetiver and the woody notes. And that's where I start seeing it, where I was like, holy smokes, this is like original vetiver. Just from that vetiver, soapy green, bright notes. As it starts drying down, you don't get that fruit vibe as much, at least in my opinion and my wear, and that patchouli and the amber and the musk really start kind of warming up, and that's kind of what I got left with in that fragrance. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. This is one of those fragrances that I also would probably classify as a versatile fragrance, and the reason why is you can dress it up and dress it down. It's a sexy fragrance, you can wear it on date night. It's very office friendly. You can just basically wear it wherever you want and it's going to perform, and you're gonna smell great. So where is the longevity on this? So Bond No. 9 classified as a long-lasting fragrance. I got about 6-7 hours tops out of my application of this fragrance. So, I would say that's good enough for me. And, if you want to extend it, not all fragrances are going to really last 10-12 hours. But I always carry decants if I'm going out. If I'm going to work, I always carry a little decant to add a couple of spritzes throughout the day. So, that's something that you could do. And What about the projection? The projection is pretty great, actually. Like I said, it's very explosive in the very beginning with that pineapple, bergamot, blackcurrant, juniper, kind of like I said, that Aventus vibe. In the very beginning, it explodes pretty big and it dies back pretty quick within about 10 minutes, and then you start heading into that mid-dry down where I started getting more of that like original vetiver type smell. This is a 30 ml. So 30 mLs at Alexandria go for $42.99 for this bottle, and then their 55 ml goes for $62.99. Now let's compare that. Bond number 9 does their 1.7 ounce for $230 and a 3.3 for $370. Pretty big difference, right? So if you are a big fan of Scent of Peace, Peace of Mind is going to be your jam for sure. One of the great things too that Alexandria does is you can buy 6 decants that are good size, and you can try out some of their fragrances that you might have had your eye on, but you're not ready to commit to a full bottle. So I always recommend doing that. I've done that a couple times and then transferred into some full-size bottles after really enjoying those decants. You can also pick up some of the travel atomizers that look like this, and those are great for obviously travel, or if you need a bigger application throughout your day, you're gonna be gone like a day or two or whatever. So anyways, I really enjoyed Peace of Mind. I think it did a great job capturing Scent of Peace at a very affordable price. So with that being said, please support small business in this time of need. I know that right now things are a little bit crazy and the uncertainty has got a lot of people on edge. During this time, I hope you're doing some great things to kind of keep yourself mentally sane. I took up mountain biking again and had quite an encounter on Friday, as you can see in this clip real quick.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was a rattlesnake that I almost ran over. So I'm enjoying my rides. I tried to find one the next day on a different trail, and no go that day. So looking forward to riding during this quarantine time, basically getting out, getting my fresh air, and then getting back inside. Unfortunately, due to my job, I am considered an essential worker, first responder, so I am working through all of this. But if you are looking to kind of brighten your time, get yourself a little gift, why don't you hook yourself up with some Alexandria fragrances? They definitely will do you right. They're affordable, and there's some great smelling ones, and there's something for everyone for sure. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I got another 3 videos. I'll be shooting another 2 fragrances and a shave soap. So stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow Alexandria Fragrances, and I will see you soon. Take care.